Alright, before we start Chapter 4, I might as well go over the menu. First, let's start with equipment. Equipment is where you can equip items that you may have found or made, which I haven't yet. But items is where the menu really is, because you can either create items, upgrade your characters, or change items into Etheria to make items that require more Etheria to make. Pretty much your commodity. Now there are three types of Etherias. There's life, power, and intellect. Life increases your life bar. Attack increases your attack. Power increases your attack. And then intellect increases the number of equipment slots you have. There's technically no defense stat in this game, but there are also, you can also imbue your Lex with certain elements called factors. Later on there's going to be materials. They give your Lex an elemental boost. I don't recommend spending your Etheria on that. But anyway, let's begin with Chapter 4, shall we? I'll get back to the menu when I actually have something in the menu to do. And yes, I am doing this on easy mode. But let's begin with Chapter 4, the leader of the envoys. Creepy picture. The art in this game is also really good, if I haven't mentioned. Now, of course, that was an edit point, if you did not know. And Chapter 4 actually starts out with the characters talking about, well, the area and what the gods do here. Phil talks about how the Etheria around him are feeling, and they're not acting naturally because of this being sacred ground. Sacred ground being, well, sacred. Whatever. Almira talks about how this place may be like a place of harvest for the gods. Like, this is where they siphon Etheria and then take it to Theologia, the castle of the gods. That kind of explains how this place looks so desolate. If there was more Etheria here, this place would be full of life, there'd be grass, there'd be trees, there'd be stuff. Due to the lack of Etheria, and it all being siphoned out of the earth, the area is pretty much dying. She also talks about how there is a barrier surrounding Theologia, and it is powered by the Etheria that the gods collect. Now, of course, this being a beat-em-up, they decided to attack it by force. And by doing this, the goal of this area is to destroy all the points where the Etheria are making the barrier, which are the wonderful things that I just blew up. Those nice things sticking out of the ground, I don't really know how to describe them. Pods? I don't know. Which are also spawn points for enemies? Meow, meow, I know. Yeah, those wonderful pods sticking out of the ground. Those are the things we're supposed to hit. We have a counter in the top right corner. When we defeat them all, blow all of them up, then we've completed the mission. Now, this has to be pretty much a perfect place where I can go over unlockables in this game, because this is a place where I'm going to be coming back to in order to get a special item. And that special item is called a Fragment of Intelligence, or a Fragment of Wisdom. There are only 20 of them in the entire game. When you collect a certain number of them, you will unlock certain special features. This can include art galleries, concept art, and also side chapters. Like up there is a chest, if you can see it. Yeah, Almira can get up there. However, Feel can't. Inside that chest is a fragment of intelligence. I would love to get it if I could. But what does that mean? Like, how can you get it? Well, this is a little bit of foreshadowing that you can come back as a different character if you so wish. However, at this point of the game, I don't have that option, unfortunately. Now, back at the end of Chapter 3, at the ranking where I got the B, it said that there was something now available. I'm now able to practice using certain skills in the training mode, which you can access through the menu. There is a training mode. If you know a little bit of French, you would be able to figure that out. In terms of the training mode, it's not really necessary to go there. If you need a little more confidence in working on it, or if you die a lot, sure, use it. But, damn it, there's more Tessera! Oh, here's another wonderful guy, the one with the lance. Velators! Very quick and agile enemies. There are 4 different kinds of Volo. There are the regular Volo, the Tessera, the Vellator, and also the Etheria. I don't know if I've met... Wait, no, I have. I've met up with the Etheria. Back in the prologue. But anyway, they all have their wonderful different things, and that was good. If you can use a death blow properly and get them all on a line, you'll get combos, which add up to multipliers. Now with chests not only can contain fragments of intelligence, but they can also contain what is it? Different colors of Etheria. They can contain green Etheria, which can heal you. Yellow Etheria, which is for collectibles and creating stuff. And also can contain items, like equipable items, which you can later equip when you're on the menu. Now this is an interesting area that I'm... Come on. Yeah, see how the terrain is actually fighting against you? It's pushing you... The spawn area is actually pushing you back. I really like how the environment actually is a challenge as well. It's not just there for show. Even though, well, this was one of the last games on PS2, being out in Europe in 2006, it definitely works. Now, I talked about the 4 different Volo. What I didn't talk about was the other name that's given after their regular name. Because you see how there's Volo Anza, and then there's... Yeah. Tessera Hasta. Tessera Asta. Depending on, like, different areas you're in, they'll have different second names. There we go. Always a good death blow. Death blows work perfectly. And of course, when it's gone, well, the challenge is gone. And you didn't... Just so you know, later stages, obviously, are going to be longer than I can put in one episode. Even if the time limit is 15 minutes long now. Sometimes, depending on your skill level, you can be in... there we go. You could be in a stage for about a half an hour, depending on your skill level. Go down! Sheesh. Alright, let's continue.